What's up, guys? Back again. This is just another quick video I wanted to do, and it's pretty much about why are people so negative about what doesn't show up at events. Or I don't know, that's too long of a title, but I'll figure out something like that for the actual video title. But yeah, like, why do people focus so much on what does not show up? That's what I don't understand. We saw the same thing at E3 with Nintendo, and when everyone complained, "Oh, where's Zelda Wii U at? Where's Zelda Wii U at?" Even though Nintendo and Aonuma and Miyamoto and all of them had said for months that it was not going to be at E3. Yet people complained, "Oh, I was expecting it." Why were you expecting something that they said over and over again was not going to be there? And I'm already starting to see the same thing with Paris Games Week, with Sony's recent Paris Games Week conference. There was so much stuff they showed off. Drive Club Bikes, the new Until Dawn Rush of Blood game, new footage from Horizon Zero Dawn, yep, and then what was it, Drive Club Bikes. This is so much new stuff from Street Fighter 5, Tekken 7 officially coming. There's so much stuff at that conference, and yet I actually see people saying, "Where's Last Guardian?" Oh, I didn't even show up. Okay, I am very, very excited for Last Guardian. I've been excited about it for years. And for something like Last Guardian, yes, it's a little bit different because we've been waiting years on it. It's been delayed, pushed back. So for games like Last Guardian and like Final Fantasy 15, things like that have been delayed for years on end, I can sort of understand why people would be more frustrated. But at the same time, we knew Last Guardian wasn't going to be at Paris Games Week. They've already said that. So again, why do you focus on something that isn't there? You get all this content in a conference. Nintendo had a lot at E3. Sony had a lot at Paris Games Week. Those are just two examples, but I see it a lot whenever there's a conference, whether it's E3, or Tokyo Game Show, or this or that. Like, I'm always seeing people say, "Well, that's great, but where was this? And where was that? And where was it?" Like, is that the only game that you want to play for the next, 2 years or something? Like, out of everything they showed off for the PS4, like, is there nothing that captures your interest and the only thing you want to play is Last Guardian? If that's the only thing you want to play, you might want to think about trading in your PS4 for something else if the other games don't really interest you. I mean, because they offered a huge variety at Paris Games Week. You know what I mean? Like, there's just so much different stuff for every kind of gamer. You want racing stuff, it's there. Gran Turismo Sport got announced, as well as like this at the Drive Club Bikes. You want racing, you're there. You want RPGs. There's both Western and Japanese RPGs. Action games, adventure games. There's just platforming games, like they showed off, I think, more of the new Ratchet & Clank and stuff, just fighting games, there's stuff for everyone there, and yet you're complaining about one game that didn't show up, and I don't understand that. I think when you're like that, you're being a little bit too entitled, and you're setting yourself up to fail. It's kind of like the people who every time Nintendo announces, "Oh, we got a Nintendo Direct," people are like, "Okay, well, I'm excited for them announcing 3 new Zelda games and a Mario Galaxy 3 and Metroid Prime 4 and this and that and F-Zero and Starfighter." It's like, no. You are setting yourself up to fail if you overhype yourself like that. Just like when you go into a conference and be like, "Oh yeah, I know they've said that they're not going to show it, but I'm going to see if they surprise me." Companies don't do that. If they were going to surprise you, they would do the usual PR move. "Oh, we have, nothing to comment right now, or nothing to announce right now, But instead, they flat out tell you, this is not going to be at our show. Zelda Wii U was not going to be at Nintendo's E3. Last Guardian was not going to be at Sony's Paris Games Week conference. They told us this. And that's it's just something that I don't quite understand. I don't understand why people focus on what we don't get as opposed to what we do get, because usually these conferences, when people complain about the conferences like this, usually it's for conferences that are really, really good and get a whole lot of great stuff. Kind of like this past E3, people people talked about Sony's E3 conference and how, oh, they didn't really talk a lot about games. And I'm just sitting here like, we got Last Guardian, Shenmue 3, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, and they closed off with Uncharted 4. Not to mention all the stuff in between. It's just, there was a lot of stuff. So it's just something I don't understand. I don't understand where that negativity comes from. Of, oh yeah, you have this huge list of games they showed off that are going to be playable within the next year or two. But where's this one game? Where's this one game that I want? And to me, it just sounds like people are like, it's almost like they're not interested in this. They're only interested in this. But at the same time, when this comes out, they're gonna buy it. I mean, it's just facts. A lot of people who complain usually will go ahead and buy the stuff anyways. It's something I've noticed. But I don't know. It's just something I want to talk about. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it's ridiculous to get so upset over one game not showing up? I thought Sony had a great conference at Paris Games Week. There's lots of great stuff coming from the PS4. I'm most excited about Horizon and Tekken 7. Actually, they both look really good. But yeah, what do you guys think? I personally think it's a little ridiculous. Hate on me if you want. Think I'm being ridiculous, but I personally think getting so upset over one game not showing up is the more ridiculous thing. When you have so much content, but you just want the one thing, it's just I don't quite understand that. The only logical thing I think of is that none of this interests you and you're only interested in this. Which if you bought a $400 game system and you're only interested in this one thing, then it might be time to rethink your priorities. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, more videos coming soon. Catch you later, guys.